What should I do in the spotlight? Teeter totter, teeter totter. Do a little dance. Make a little love. Get down tonight. Get down tonight. Something like that. It washes me out. Okay, that's probably the study I was reading, Alex. That's probably the one I was reading on the. Yeah. They also recommend now that you expose infants to peanuts slowly starting at 4 months. Oh, at 4 months. I guess is that when they. That's interesting. That's interesting. I have no idea what dinner will be yet, considering cutting up bread, putting them in a baking dish, adding veggies and sausage, some saute veggie and sausage, covering with gravy and cheese, and baking it. Gonna say that I don't really see a problem with that. Just saying. Just saying. You've learned to like almond butter? Yeah. I miss Reese cups. Aw. Was that good? Was that good pics in the spotlight? Like my little dance. He probably clipped that. Manny, somebody clip that. There you go. See, I'm a little slow. Diced sweet potato. Ooh, that sounds really good. Look at you. Have you tried the sunflower? Oh, the sunflower buttercups. They're so good. Yeah, those are so good. They're really good. To me, what they taste like is like when you have like a trail mix that has little like chocolate pieces and sunflower seeds in it, and you kind of put them together in your mouth and eat them, chew them all together and get that burst of flavor between those two things. That's kind of what they taste like to me, but I love them. Trader Joe's has a really good sunflower buttercup. Say that a few times. Oh my god. Oh, Azur's needles came in for Mario Day. They're gorgeous. You're stunned. Oh. Ooh, you'll have to show those. I want to see them. Outstanding. Well. Speaking of needles, these knitting needles are done. Dishes are done, man. We're done with this. Wow. Guys, we're done with this. A completed project. Completed project. Can you imagine? No, I can't imagine. It happens. It happens. Stuff, completions happen. Okay, I shouldn't have said that, but it happens. It happens. On projects. You love it so much. Oh, I'm so grateful. I think it looks a bit more coral on screen than the actual pink that it is. So when I get some really good pictures of it, Naughty, you'll be able to see. It's really, if you look at Naughty Gnome's pink in your username, that light pink really is that color. And then this here is just a little bit brighter, of course, but I know it looks coral on here, but it's really pink. Yeah, it's just like your emotes. I tried to match it as best I could. Yeah, just like your emotes. There you go. Exactly. And seeing the high in that's that pink. Yeah, that's what that is. Delanero, welcome in. Yeah, just in time. We just finished. We just put the finishing touches. Now I do have to clear coat it, of course. But again, I want to make sure that ink gets really super dry. So we won't be doing that until probably later, either tonight or tomorrow, so that I can get a good clear coat on that. Like I said, I like to sand between my clear coats, which is one of the reasons I really like this product, is it allows me to do that very easily. Once it's dry, I can do just a really nice light sanding to get it smooth. But also, I like you to be able to feel the texture through. I mean, there's not a lot of texture, but like on the beard, you can really feel the texture. And I don't like that to get lost. I don't like the stain to fill that up. It's just, because sometimes I've used stains before and it kind of fills in. So this stain works really well in maintaining that so that you can feel the texture, because I think the texture is important when it comes to wood burning, because you want to feel the lines, you want to feel, at least I do, you want to feel the texture. Not only do you want to see it, but you definitely want to feel how smooth, and then how just the lines in here in the beard and also in the yarn. You just want to be able to feel that. So the shading on the hat bands is superb. Oh, thank you. I was pretty happy about that. So the technique I used here, of course, was, I love the dots, right? So I just did a layer, a light layer, and then I went in on top of it, because we always do our foundation layer of shading of the lighter shade, and then we build from that up to our darker color. And so once I got it to a certain color, then I went in and I put my dots in to create this effect here. And then after I got the dots in, then I went back over it again with a very light shading to blend that all in together. So we got that really nice blend there on all of that. And just wanted to put a little bit of highlight around this heart. So yeah. Hi, Mav. Oh, I'm in Iowa today. Thank you. Thank you for reporting where I'm at. Appreciate it. What grit of sandpaper do you use? 12K. No, I'm kidding. That's a joke. I use anywhere from, what is this grit? Let's see. So I'll use 220. I'll use 100 if I need a heavier grit. When it gets to my softer grits, I use well into, sometimes I use well into the thousands. I think this, no, not that one. Because especially when I get to this point, okay, when I do put my clear coat on here, and I just want to make sure that there's no bubbling, there's no rough areas, right? So I will just use the softest grit that I have, just to lightly go over the top of that. So I'm not really sanding hard when I say that I sand between my clear coat coats. I just use a really light sanding, again, just to kind of make sure that everything's laying down where it's supposed to be laying down, but also that you make sure that texture is still in there. So very, very light sanding, very, very light. I think the highest I go is probably, depending on the wood that I'm using, might be like a 2000 grit, I think. But you kind of figure that. I think you kind of figure that out as you go when you're working with something specifically. Yeah, you're just nipping the high spots from the stain itself. Yeah. Now there's times that I'll go over, like if I have like before I stain it, if I feel like there's some areas that I want to tame down some of the texture, I might use the same grit of sanding just to get that to settle down a little bit. But yeah, when you're sanding between stains, you just want to do it as light as possible, because you're just Just giving yourself that nice surface before you put your last coat on. It's a gnome witch. Hi, Corin. How you doing? Happy Sunday.